All right, so I need to practice my quick draw. So I'm ready to respond to the fastest, most sudden experiences that occur. There's been a few times now where I just haven't been fast enough. An old man approaches me. Somebody steals my bicycle several times. Uh, a weird animal does something funny or something. I'm not fast enough with this. I need to practice. I need to practice on this camera, but it'd be probably better to practice on my GoPro. This is the go-to quick draw. Sometimes, though, let me just say that there can be some issues with the camera. Sometimes the software glitches and I have to wait for it to reboot. So it's not always my fault for not being able to get to the camera fast enough and hit that on button. Sometimes there's a weird glitch. I've had that happen with the Samsung S9. I go to turn it on, the camera freezes. So there's issues that are pretty outside my control. And if you got a glitch, that's it. You missed the most valuable seconds of a potentially good footage. But regardless, that gun, think about it as a gun. A gun can misfire too. So you could get all the training and still have technical issues that are a little bit outside your control. I've been in the military. I've seen it. I shot the M60. That thing was just full of problems, especially when you practice with blanks. It couldn't do the rapid machine gun shooting like it can with a regular bullet. But I gotta practice my camera quick draw. I had this here when that bike thief was passing through the doors to leave Walmart without paying for that bicycle. I had this here, but it was down maybe here. But I was thinking I grabbed for my camera instead, and then I had to get out of the Google Maps, and I was listening to him argue, and I'm sitting here just fuddling, trying to get to the camera, and then I needed to point it at the guy, and I thought I hit record, but I was looking kind of weird. I missed the record, so I missed a few seconds of that, and that would have been crucial to catch his face, like him facing me, because he came at me, and then I thought I hit it. Then I made sure, because I know that I do mistakenly miss it, and then I saw that I missed it. I hit it, and then he was going by. The bicycler was going by me. So frustrating to have those situations. You gotta be like perfectly ready for these situations, because when it comes to crime, it's fast. It happens really fast, and you need a few seconds to process what's happening. Like it was clear to me, a dude bicycling inside Walmart trying to get out. I don't believe he bicycled his own bicycle inside Walmart. I don't believe he paid for it, and so I had to process. It kind of went fast with that. There was little question. If he walked out with that bag on his back without the bicycle, my processing would have been a little slower. I've been like, well, I walk in with my bag, but bicycling out of a Walmart is pretty blatant. So I had to work on my quick draw. I got to work on that. All right, hands up. Or I'm just walking. I was just going for a walk. I'm trying to work on my pedometer, and let's get the date and the time up here. Okay, ready? There we are. There's the date and the time, and oh, yeah, day before Valentine's Day here, 5 p.m. So I gotta work on my quick draw here. I rolled up all my windows. The weather's pretty decent. We got 70 degrees roughly. I walk around with this a lot. This is my gunsling pretty much. I like it, and I made sure to embroider. I personally embroidered my name on the back and all that for identification purposes. Since I have had my car burglarized, I'm trying to embroider everything. Criminals will take everything. They'll take your underwear. So it could be a good idea to embroider your underwear, even embroider everything for identification purposes for later. So I marked this. I bought this at Walmart, and I keep my GoPro Max in here. I love this thing. It's really nice. And I fumble, I play with it. Sometimes I'll walk with it in my hands. I'll walk with this thing in my hand. It's comfortable. It fits. It fits nice. Okay, it's a nice fit. It's like sometimes a person will walk with a gun in their hand, right? I'll walk with it. Whoa, wait a second. I don't recall covering this. That's strange. I normally keep this open. I think it fell into it. That's the first, because I keep the covers. I keep at least this cover on this. So I keep this GoPro on me like this. It's in regular setting. Does that show? It's in regular setting. I also have the 360 mode, which shows that little globe. It looks really blurry. Can't get it to focus. But I don't like 360 too much all the time. I prefer it. I keep it in this. All mics on. All right. Somebody suggested I could switch mics. There's a mic in the back, mic in the top, mic in the front. But with crazy situations, having all mics on, I think, is much better. If I thought about keeping just this mic on, because I talk into this a lot. I just go around and record and talk into it, but sometimes I have to get in there. I have to get in here and do all this crazy stuff, all this, and I can't even. They don't even have a plus like you find on the Hero 8. If I could, I would consider changing the mics if this Max was more like the GoPro 8 for screens options. All right, you got a plus on the 8. Look at that. There's several choices. There's only one here. Plus there's the plus. I could add more on the 8. I can't add anything on this, and I prefer carrying this, not the 8. The 8 it's not as easy to handle. It's smaller. It would fit better in my bag, but the handling is a little more difficult. The mic is, I guess, on the side, but to handle this thing, it's just a little too small for me. I mean, people got those handles that you can attach it to, but I gotta be mobile with it too. I bought this first, played around with it, and then I bought this and found that I prefer this much better. It feels better to hold on to this in my hand. It feels like kind of a walkie-talkie as opposed to this. Yeah, I just prefer this, even though it's bulkier. Being bulkier is actually an advantage. So I got to get familiar with everything. I try to feel where this the turn on switch is. All right, by pretty much feeling the back end here, feeling the front. You just got to play with it. Maybe it's like a Rubik's Cube. Just throw it in the air and then get a feel for it quickly, so because it's always screwy. It always gets jumbled in my bag. So when I want to do a quick draw, I gotta feel for it and be ready. Boom! All right, gotcha. Just like that. But I get in the habit. I have my phone here and I went for that. But I'll just say that I also had this zip close at the time. So I would have had to unzip this, reach in, boom, gotcha, it's on. I had to do that, but sometimes I'll leave it, when I know I want to record and stuff, I'll leave it unzipped. It's ready to go. So I just reach in, like when I'm bicycling, I want to have this zipper open so I could reach in one-handed while I'm riding and go. Either hand works too. But I think for mic purposes, I want to keep these two holes clean, so I'll hold it with the left hand. I got to be kind of a lefty with recording. Hit the button, on, off, ready to go whenever the situation dictates. I could be kind of quick, but that night I went for my cell phone, and I think I could have been a little faster at this. But I do question the night's visibility for the night visibility differences between this and the Samsung S9. I think this Samsung S9 has better nighttime visibility than this. Without side-by-side comparison, it's kind of how I remember the difference. But I mean, I'd have to go back to actually confirm that. This would still pick up pretty good at night, though. But you got to work on that. You got to work on that quick draw. Keep the camera always ready to grab. Like, you know, even if you just only have the phone. If you don't have a GoPro Max, you can just have the phone right here. I could quick draw it. I quick drawed it pretty fast, but it's just getting out of the one app and into the camera app, and that lost me a few seconds. Whereas opposed to the camera, turning it with the camera, you got to turn it on, get to the app and all that. Make sure the app is all ready to go too. Sometimes the app could switch to photo accidentally somehow. At least with the GoPro, you can just boom, you're ready, you're recording. It takes about 3 seconds for it to turn on, but you know, you just hit that button and you wait those 3 seconds, and then you start recording. Start pointing. When you get into sticky situations like with criminals and stuff, with recording, you kind of need a camera that's durable too, because that guy, I mean, he kind of looked like he wanted to come at me and take my camera. He's a thief. He kind of looked like that. But then I think he realized that he needs to get out of that area as fast as possible. So, because Walmart was definitely calling the cops immediately. That employee was. But I want to build, before I can help, I want a camera rolling. All right, I want to start documentation first, and then helping afterward. I think that's really important. That way I protect myself from any liabilities, like, oh, he kicked me, or you know, this I gave him this bruise or whatever. The camera can kind of help with audio and with video against any false claims. Because if I had this thing on, I would have certainly ran after the guy, gotten in his way, maybe even grabbed the backpack or something. He moved pretty fast, but if I went for this, and I could have been more action oriented, helping out. I don't walk around with a camera on my chest like a cop. That's possible. I mean, I got the chesty. I paid $50 for it, and I barely use it because it's pretty uncomfortable. It's a little tight. It's designed for smaller people. And also just the sight of me walking around with this on my chest. It's much easier, I think, to conceal it than people don't see it and get alarmed by it. But I'm able to pull it out when needed. You know, it'd be kind of nice is maybe to have an attachment on here, but it would need to be a fast attachment because I don't want it. I don't want it on visible all the time. To have a good attachment, you'd need a more permanent attachment. But yeah, got to work on the quick draw, and the number one way to be the best quick draw is just to have the camera readily available, most likely around your chest region, ready to go. Boom, gotcha. 3 seconds, and then I'm going to start recording. Just like that, quick draw. Got to work on that.